This video has been produced to show the wide range of projects carried out across Northern Ireland to support the aims of the Housing Executive's Shared Race Relations Charter. Our housing community network has made great use of the funding available to improve cross-community and cross-cultural relationships in their local areas.
Northern Ireland is very proud of its rich cultural diversity. We in Northern Ireland Housing Executive are keen to work with the community to protect and nurture that cultural diversity. And our message is not about our voice in the community, it's about the community's voice in working with us. We're not selling a housing executive message in this video. We're saying thank you to the community. We're saying thank you to everybody who works with us. We are saying thank you to those organisations who have made cohesion the spinal cord of everything we do in an Northern Ireland Housing Executive.
In this area here in East Belfast and around Templemore Street, Lord Street, over the last, say, 5 or 6 years, there's been a change of the demographics in relation to ethnic minorities and migrant workers. People didn't understand why the whole area was changing.
And we are living in a multicultural society and a very diverse community. So equally it's just important to learn about the different cultures and experiencing and sharing the different cultures.
Irish travellers are a minority group and people don't realise that they are included within the race relations and that they do have their own culture and their own identity.
There was a lot of negative press around race relation issues in the area, and it was on the Stephen Nolan show. And obviously a lot of the community were upset that all of the negative press was being revealed, but there was nothing about the positive things that were happening within the area.
There has been problems in the area for quite some time, but they weren't highlighted or they weren't brought to the fore. We really became aware of them at the end of last year. There was certain families that were being attacked and being picked on.
A lot of times Chinese people do want to integrate with the local community, and because of the language barrier, you know, it's like they feel fear because they don't know what is happening, they don't know what to say.
I don't think we understand, because see the many countries we go to and they know how to speak English, but if they came here we wouldn't know how to speak Chinese, Polish.
English is one of the hardest languages to learn.
People are moving from other countries to this country, but what they're doing, they're locking themselves away within the community and not breaking out. And what we're trying to do, and what helps, is with having these events, it brings them involved.
It was part of the Queen's Diamond Jubilee. We went to Jubilee Wood and it was to do with the planting of trees. So we took a coach load of people, mixed from the community. There was members of the Chinese community, other BMI communities, Indigenous community again, all got together on the coach and we took off down there to plant the trees.
When we arrived, like, people were so excited. I think they just all ran on into the field because their expectation was they were going to go there to plant trees.
Yeah, it's quite mucky. I mean, it's a bit of a shock for me, but we got ploughed in, we enjoyed it. Kids falling about in the muck, yeah, they enjoyed it.
On the day as well, which was really good, there was some people teaching how to play specific instruments, and one of them was like a traditional Irish instrument, the boron. The Chinese was really interested because they haven't actually seen something like that before.
And it just feeds back into what we're doing on the ground too, because we have our own multicultural workshops here too, so they're able again to pick up on the different cultures, and everybody just seemed to get along, and they're always looking forward to the next trip.
We're trying to create an understanding of different cultures, so bring the young ones in and let them learn about other people. We had food tasting, we had different music, culture music, we had the painting, that face painting and sort of things like that there, Chinese art.
We had the food tasting, international cuisine night, but I have to say the best international cuisine was the Ulster fry, I have to say, and the black pudding. I went down a treat.
Or was it the Anglo-Irish fry?
The workshops are basically looking at diversity, and with the primary school in particular, we didn't want to deliver a workshop looking at race relations specifically. We explained to them that a garden is much more interesting to look at if all the flowers aren't purple and the same height. It's all about diversity, it's about colour, and it's about difference and celebrating difference.
We're working with 80 young people in the area, 80 children and young people. And you know, it's not just 80 children that are involved, it's 80 families. And I'm the grandmother of that child, and I watch and listen to him, you know, talking about Tim and talking about the project and talking about how it has affected him.
From a selfish point of view, my building outside needed a facelift, and we thought it's right in the middle of the estate. You know, it's the central road that runs through the community, and we thought it would be fantastic if we could do something there that everybody could be involved in and everybody that drives through could see. It would be one of the main focal points for the whole area.
I welcome all the groups from all communities. We have 2 to 3 groups per week on average, so they are welcome. We have groups, women group, young people groups, all diverse groups. They are highly interested, so we are actually responding to high demand from wider community to come to the Islamic Center. We go always to meet other groups, other communities and schools, for example, youth clubs and women group if we are invited. So we are prepared to go out.
Facebook's definitely a good idea. It's probably one of my main communication tools that I use, and quite powerful tool as well. And really it's the quickest way of getting the message out. Within 10 minutes I got all these likes or whatever people are interested, and I had that coach filled.
I think the travelling together was definitely a great idea, and the free lunch as well. They had lunch together, which was absolutely fantastic, because eating, you do not need to communicate, you just eat, you know, but they were all doing it together in one area.
Definitely speak with the audience that they want to target, find out what they are finding as their biggest problems or barriers, look at that and then look at solutions. Sometimes we think we know, but we don't actually know what they want or how they're feeling.
The feedback that did come back from some young people was that they would like to learn about different cultures from people at their own age, from their peers within different cultures. So like a Chinese young person showing a guy or girl from Northern Ireland about their culture, so it makes it more relevant to them instead of somebody that's older and coming in and showing them.
I think it's important to involve the young people because they are the future. A lot of the attitudes are being formed at a very young age, and for them it is very different to see people from different communities coming into their area.
I would encourage for more young people to come on board, you know. But having said that, there's an element there for the older people to be involved in this as well. And it's not only about young people play a very important part, but you know we'll have hard to reach people there as well. The older people who I think would sort of break down barriers as well and bring them on a process about living with diversity and understanding what diversity is all about.
I hope this video has given you a flavour of what you can do in your local area. If you want to build better race relations, please contact your nearest district office and see how the Housing Executive can help.